Do you think you know everything about Shih Tzus? Get ready, because in this video, you'll uncover the hidden side of this charming breed. Yes, they're small, adorable, and irresistibly cute, but behind all that fluff, there are secrets no one tells you. And believe me, knowing these revelations can completely transform the way you care for your Shih Tzu. Have you ever imagined that Shih Tzus might be more independent and stubborn than they seem? Or that keeping their coat beautiful and healthy requires almost professional-level dedication? That's right, these are just a few challenges owners face, and we're going to talk about all of it in a simple, fun way. But don't worry, we'll also share valuable tips to make living with your furry friend easier, happier, and filled with love. And there's more. Did you know that Shih Tzus are one of the most emotionally sensitive dog breeds? They're like little four-legged therapists, sensing when you're sad, anxious, or happy. This emotional side of the breed is fascinating but also requires special attention. Want to know how to strengthen this emotional bond with your pup? Just keep watching. Oh, and at the end of the video, we have an exclusive bonus tip you can't miss. This tip will make a huge difference in how you care for your Shih Tzu and help you earn even more of their trust and friendship. So, you know what to do. Stay until the end so you don't miss anything. If you love learning about the world of dogs and want more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. That way, you'll stay updated and help spread love and knowledge about our furry best friends. Ready to uncover the 9 secrets that will change how you see Shih Tzus? Let's go. Hit play and find out everything now. Hypoallergenic. Have you ever heard someone say that Shih Tzus are the perfect choice for allergy sufferers? Sounds too good to be true, right? And in fact, there's a big myth behind the label of the hypoallergenic dog. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to give up your dream of having a Shih Tzu. Let's dive into the truth behind this claim and learn how to handle it smartly. First, let's talk about why people think Shih Tzus are hypoallergenic. These fluffy companions have a unique trait: they shed much less than other breeds. This is a relief because it means your home won't be covered in fur on the couch or floor. But here's the part no one tells you: allergies aren't just caused by fur. The real issue lies in allergens present in a Shih Tzu's skin and saliva. That's right. Their skin releases tiny, invisible particles called dander, essentially dead skin cells, that can trigger allergic reactions. Now imagine, when your Shih Tzu licks themselves, those saliva allergens stick to their fur and eventually transfer to you during those loving pets and cuddles. The result? A possible sneezing fit or itchiness for those who are more sensitive. But hold on, there's still good news. Among all dog breeds, Shih Tzus are one of the least likely to cause allergies. This is because they produce significantly fewer allergens compared to other breeds. So, even though they aren't 100% allergy-free, they can still be a great choice for those with mild to moderate sensitivities. Here's a golden tip: to further reduce the chances of an allergic reaction, keep your Shih Tzu clean. Regular brushing, frequent baths, and even using pet-safe wipes can help remove a good portion of those allergens. Additionally, keeping them off furniture like beds and sofas can make a big difference. Financial costs. Have you ever been charmed by a fluffy Shih Tzu with a charismatic gaze and a perfect coat? They truly steal hearts. But before you rush to buy or adopt one, it's important to understand that the cost of owning a Shih Tzu goes far beyond the initial price. Here's the warning: these expenses are not optional. Want to know why? Let me break it down for you in a simple and practical way. First, there's the initial cost of the Shih Tzu. Depending on the lineage and breeder, the price can be quite steep. But, okay, you probably expected that, right? What you might not know is that the expenses don't stop there. In fact, caring for a Shih Tzu is a continuous financial commitment. Food is one of the first items on the list. To ensure your furry friend's health and well-being, you'll need to invest in high-quality dog food, which can be pricier than you'd think. And it's not just the food, there are also healthy treats for training and fun moments. Speaking of fun, here's another essential point: interactive toys. Shih Tzus are an intelligent breed that needs mental stimulation to avoid boredom. Do you know what happens if they don't have challenging toys? Furniture, shoes, and even your living room pillows could become improvised toys. Better not take that risk, right? Now, let's talk about the star of the Shih Tzu budget, professional grooming. This is undoubtedly one of the biggest expenses you'll have. The Shih Tzu's long, silky coat is one of their most enchanting features, but without proper care, it can become a real nightmare. The fur can mat and form painful knots that can harm your dog. To avoid this, it's essential to maintain a routine of brushing and regular baths. And trust me, the heavy lifting usually falls to a professional groomer. Why not do it all at home? It's possible, but you'd need specific tools, practice, and a lot of time. Plus, many of the signature cuts that give Shih Tzus their impeccable look can only be achieved by trained professionals. And don't forget other expenses like veterinary visits, vaccines, flea treatments, and even pet insurance for emergencies. Owning a Shih Tzu is a rewarding journey, but it comes with a financial commitment that every owner should be prepared for. Excitability. You look at that adorable Shih Tzu with shiny fur and a calm demeanor and think, this must be a quiet and peaceful dog, perfect for my home. But is it really? Well, it's time to uncover the truth. Shih Tzus can be quite vocal. And the reason behind it might surprise you. First, let's clarify something. Shih Tzus weren't bred to be guard or alert dogs. This means they don't have the DNA to bark at everything and everyone like some more territorial breeds. However, that doesn't mean they don't bark. And in some cases, they bark a lot. Now you might be wondering, but why does my Shih Tzu bark so much if it wasn't bred for that? Let's explore. One of the most common reasons is boredom. Shih Tzus are intelligent, energetic dogs. If they don't get enough physical and mental stimulation, all that pent-up energy can turn into endless barking. Suddenly, even a falling leaf in the yard becomes a reason for them to start talking. Another factor is anxiety. Shih Tzus love being close to their family and don't cope well with being left alone for long periods. When this happens, they may bark as a way to express discomfort. It's like they're saying, "Hey, come back home, I'm here all by myself." And, of course, there's the famous alert barking. While they're not guard dogs, Shih Tzus have keen hearing and may bark at the slightest hint of something unusual. A person walking by, a strange noise, or even a sound you didn't notice can prompt them to raise their voice. But don't worry, there are ways to manage this vocal energy. Start by investing in daily exercise. A short walk, playtime in the yard, or even fetch games can help burn off excess energy. Mental stimulation is equally important. Interactive toys, basic obedience training, and even simple challenges like hiding treats around the house are great ways to keep your Shih Tzu occupied. Another tip is to observe the pattern of barking. Does your Shih Tzu bark more when left alone or in specific situations? Identifying the trigger can help you address it more effectively. Remember, barking is a form of communication. With patience, love, and the right strategies, you can help your Shih Tzu find a balance between expressing their emotions and maintaining the quiet you cherish. Limitless energy. It might seem like these adorable dogs, with their charming eyes and silky fur, are all calm and relaxed, but the reality is quite different. They have boundless energy, and if you don't help them channel all that enthusiasm, chaos might take over your home. Believe it, a tired Shih Tzu is a happy Shih Tzu. But what does that mean? These dogs were bred for high-energy activities like swimming and working throughout the day. It might sound like an exaggeration, but Shih Tzus have a history tied to tasks that require a lot of stamina, such as hunting and working alongside their owners. In other words, even though they're small, they weren't made to be couch potatoes, those dogs who love to lounge around all day. To ensure your Shih Tzu leads a healthy and balanced life, you'll need to dedicate 1 to 2 hours daily for proper exercise to help them burn off all that pent-up energy. Sounds like a lot, right? But this can be spread across various activities throughout the day, and trust me, both you and your Shih Tzu will benefit from it. Now, if you don't have time for this or simply don't invest in physical activities and playtime for your Shih Tzu, get ready. Destroyed furniture and escape attempts will only be the beginning. That's right. Without exercise, these dogs can become frustrated and start behaving destructively, chewing on furniture, shoes, and even trying to escape to find something to do. This happens because they're unable to release all the energy they have inside. And that's not all. This energy is also directly linked to your Shih Tzu's emotional health. A dog that doesn't exercise properly may start suffering from anxiety, depression, or even aggression. They need not only physical but also mental stimulation. Games like fetch, hiding treats around the house, or teaching new commands are perfect for keeping your Shih Tzu's mind active and happy. Extreme emotional sensitivity. These adorable furry companions don't just notice what's happening around them, they can intensely feel what you're feeling. If your home environment is chaotic, filled with yelling or arguments, your Shih Tzu may end up deeply affected, leading to physical and psychological issues. But how does this work? Well, Shih Tzus are known for their empathetic nature. They absorb the emotions of the people they live with. This means that if you're stressed, anxious, or sad, your Shih Tzu will likely pick up on it. Rather than distancing themselves, they absorb the home's emotional atmosphere. Imagine a mirror reflecting everything you feel. That's essentially how they function. If you're nervous, your Shih Tzu might become more restless or even anxious. What's even more remarkable is that this doesn't just impact their behavior but can also affect their physical and mental health. Shih Tzus are prone to gastric issues like vomiting or diarrhea when they're stressed or emotionally overwhelmed. Additionally, excessive anxiety can lead to behavioral problems, such as excessive barking or destructive habits. This brings us to a critical realization. Creating a positive home environment isn't just good for your Shih Tzu, it's essential for the well-being of your entire family. If the household is full of shouting and tension, it's like placing your Shih Tzu in a space where they don't feel safe or calm. This isn't just exhausting for them, but also for everyone living with them. The key is to maintain calmness, foster moments of joy and harmony, and provide your Shih Tzu with a safe and welcoming space. Speaking softly, establishing stable routines, and avoiding stressful situations whenever possible will help your Shih Tzu feel more balanced and happy. They'll learn to calm themselves by mirroring your behavior, and you'll see this reflected in their own demeanor. The hunting instinct lives on. Did you know that your Shih Tzu, as adorable and affectionate as they are, has a hidden hunting instinct? That's right. While Shih Tzus aren't known as aggressive hunting dogs, many still possess a natural instinct to hunt, which might catch you off guard at times. Now you might be thinking, but my Shih Tzu is so calm. They've never shown any interest in hunting. It's true that most Shih Tzus have a lower prey drive, meaning they're not likely to chase after every animal they see. However, be careful, there are exceptions. Sometimes, a goose, a squirrel, or even a leaf blowing in the wind can awaken that dormant instinct, turning your Shih Tzu into a little hunter, if only for a moment. This is where the risk comes in. Without proper training, your Shih Tzu might suddenly dart off on an unexpected chase. Imagine this. You're enjoying a peaceful stroll in the park when your Shih Tzu spots a squirrel and bolts after it like a rocket. Before you know it, they've wandered too far, and calling them back might be a challenge. But why does this happen? Well, every dog carries a hunting instinct inherited from their ancestors. Even though Shih Tzus weren't specifically bred for hunting, their genes still retain a trace of this heritage. They may instinctively react to fast movements or animal sounds. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It highlights how Shih Tzus maintain their alertness and active nature. The key is training. With proper socialization and well-established commands like stay, come, and no, you can help your Shih Tzu manage these impulses and resist the urge to chase every moving thing. Consistent training ensures they stay focused and calm, even when faced with an irresistible temptation, like a bouncing squirrel. Health issues that require attention. Having a Shih Tzu is an incredible experience, but like any dog, they come with health concerns that require your care and attention. Don't be fooled by their fluffy, cheerful nature. Shih Tzus can face health challenges that, if not addressed properly, may impact their quality of life. Curious about the common health conditions to watch out for? Let's explore some of the most frequent issues and, of course, how to prevent them. Hip dysplasia is one of the most common conditions in Shih Tzus. But what is it exactly? Hip dysplasia occurs when the hip joint doesn't develop correctly, leading to pain and, over time, mobility issues. This condition can be genetic, so when selecting a puppy, always choose breeders who test the health of the parent dogs. The good news? There are ways to prevent or minimize the effects of this condition. Moderate exercise and maintaining your Shih Tzu's weight are crucial. Avoid intense physical activity during their growth phase to ensure their bones and joints develop healthily. Another issue that may affect your Shih Tzu is gastric torsion, also known as stomach torsion or bloat. This condition is serious and can be life-threatening. Gastric torsion happens when the dog's stomach twists, cutting off blood flow and potentially leading to organ rupture. It can occur quickly and often requires immediate surgical intervention. To help prevent this, one effective method is to provide meals in smaller portions throughout the day rather than one large meal. This reduces the risk of the stomach becoming overly full and lowers the chance of torsion. Now here's an important and often overlooked detail. A lack of mental stimulation can also affect your Shih Tzu's health. Sounds surprising, doesn't it? But it's true. Without mental challenges, your Shih Tzu can develop emotional and even physical problems. When unstimulated, they may become bored, anxious, and even more prone to issues like obesity. This happens because a bored Shih Tzu might find their own entertainment, often involving overeating or causing mischief around the house. To prevent this, invest in interactive toys, puzzles, and games that challenge their mind. Not only are these activities fun for your pet, but they also help keep their body and mind in top shape. Daily mental challenges. Did you know that a bored Shih Tzu can turn your house into total chaos? Yes, it's true. As adorable and calm as they may seem, these dogs have incredibly active minds, and without proper mental stimulation, they might start causing trouble for the family. If you think a Shih Tzu only needs cuddles and a cozy bed to be happy, think again. There's so much more than that. Let's explore why these furry companions thrive on mental challenges and how you can help keep them happy and healthy. First, it's important to understand that the Shih Tzu ranks as the second smartest breed of all. This means they have an incredible capacity to learn and understand their surroundings. But just like any intelligent being, they dislike being idle. Imagine you're great at solving puzzles, but suddenly you're forced to spend the entire day doing nothing. You'd be bored out of your mind, right? That's exactly what happens to your Shih Tzu when they lack challenges to tackle. So, what happens when a Shih Tzu gets bored? They start looking for ways to entertain themselves, and often, this leads to destructive behavior. Your couch might become a makeshift chew toy, or your shoes could mysteriously disappear. That's why it's crucial to provide your Shih Tzu with daily mental challenges. This not only prevents mischief, but also keeps their mind sharp and their mental health intact. How can you do this? The answer is simple. Interactive toys and obedience training are perfect for stimulating your Shih Tzu's brain. There are toys available that dispense treats when the dog solves a small puzzle, like pushing a ball or spinning a piece. These activities make them think, solve problems, and have fun simultaneously. Additionally, obedience training is an excellent way to teach tricks and commands. Teaching commands like sit, stay, or even more advanced tricks keeps their brain engaged and focused. The best part? You'll notice a significant improvement in your Shih Tzu's behavior. Of course, obedience training doesn't always need to be a serious task. Fun is just as important. Combine training sessions with interactive playtime. This makes the learning process lighter and more enjoyable for your furry friend. Remember, a happy and mentally stimulated Shih Tzu is a much more balanced and well-behaved dog. Grooming, an endless job. If you're thinking about getting a Shih Tzu, get ready for a commitment that goes beyond love and attention. These dogs are incredibly cute and lovable, but if you want them to always look their best, you'll need to invest time and patience. What are we talking about here? Grooming, or coat care, is an ongoing task that goes far beyond the occasional bath. Don't worry though, we'll explain everything. Shih Tzus have long, dense fur that requires constant attention. Even if you brush their coat daily, it's no simple task. You know those tangles that form easily at the ends of your hair? Well, they're a constant issue for Shih Tzus. And if these tangles aren't addressed, they can become painful for your furry friend. Imagine the discomfort of tangled hair pulling at your scalp all day. To prevent this, you'll need regular trips to a specialized groomer to keep your Shih Tzu's coat well-maintained, trimmed, and tangle-free. But let's be honest, this doesn't come cheap. In addition to costs for food and toys, grooming sessions will add another layer to your budget. And yes, this is a serious commitment. After all, who wants a Shih Tzu with a neglected, matted coat? Nobody, right? When a Shih Tzu isn't properly groomed, their fur can become a real nightmare, even affecting their overall health and well-being. And there's more. Grooming sessions often come with noise, especially if your Shih Tzu isn't a fan of the process. Some breeds, including Shih Tzus, can become restless or even stressed by the sounds of clippers, brushes, and blow dryers. This noise can be uncomfortable for your pup, making the process a bit more challenging for both of you. However, with patience and consistency, most Shih Tzus eventually adapt, and grooming sessions become much smoother. So, what should you know? Caring for a Shih Tzu isn't just about showering them with love and affection. It's also about keeping their coat healthy and beautiful. This requires daily attention and regular trips to the groomer. Bonus tips. The Shih Tzu's nonverbal communication, understanding your pup without words. Did you know that Shih Tzus are masters of nonverbal communication? They have an amazing ability to express themselves without making a sound, and understanding these subtleties can be the key to a stronger bond with your furry friend. They don't just bark or growl to communicate, but also use their body, eyes, and even behavior to send important messages. For example, the movement of their tail can tell you a lot about how a Shih Tzu is feeling. When the tail is upright, it's a sign of confidence and excitement. When it's tucked between their legs, your dog may be feeling scared or insecure. Additionally, the Shih Tzu's eyes are like windows to their soul. They may look deeply into your eyes to express love, or tilt their head, as if saying, "I'm curious" or "I want to play." These small interactions show how sensitive and aware Shih Tzus are of their surroundings, and how much they care about you. Furthermore, the behavior of a Shih Tzu when approaching new objects or people is also a form of communication. If they approach with a relaxed body, they're probably curious or interested. But if they back away or tense up, it could be a sign that they feel uncomfortable or insecure in the situation. Recognizing these signs can help prevent behavioral issues like aggression or fear, and help you create a more harmonious environment. Of course, Shih Tzus also have their own ways of asking for attention, such as jumping into your lap or nudging your hand with their snout, all without making a sound. They're great at showing their needs and desires in a way that you can understand with just a little observation and empathy. So, did you enjoy discovering everything you really need to know about Shih Tzus? As we've seen, this breed is full of surprises and requirements, but it's also one of the most loving and loyal companions you can have by your side. From nonverbal communication to challenges with energy and daily care, everything needs to be taken into account to ensure that your Shih Tzu is happy and healthy. But remember, every aspect of this journey is rewarded with the unconditional love they bring to your life. If you still have questions or want to know more about how to deal with these traits, leave your comment below. I'd love to hear about your experience with your Shih Tzu, or if you have any questions that I can help clarify. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss exclusive content like this. Here, with every video, you'll learn everything you need to ensure an amazing life for your four-legged companion. See you in the next video.